Tá presente, oggi sasso.
Putaria, sandungueo.
Out in the night, paying it for it and it don't matter the price. Boom boom more than now I get moving so right. Get it shaking tonight, dama todo rulay. If you know me then you know that I would never deny. That's right. Tengo mi terio and I will show you tonight. So the putaria has my future so bright, bringing it to the light. Un foqueo rulay. I said this tape is not for ignorant babosos. Steady rep that 718. Melting pot that done made me famoso. That's from New York City, el verdadero sancocho. Invoco al ongumbale yo. Me monto y me da la hinchazón. Spitting out, keeping.
Yo, what it do, Knicks family. Welcome back to another episode of the KnicksEnFuego show. I am your guy, Hector, joined by the compañeros tonight. We got the lovely Karla. We got the lovely Nikki. Nick, ladies, how are we feeling when it comes to these Knicks? We got players coming back. We got players getting injured. Let me know how you guys are feeling.
I'm nervous. I'm heartbroken. I am excited. We got PJ Tucker. We got some muscle. I think that's specifically for Draymond, so that's going to be a good one. At least it's 10 days, so let's hope we play them in 10 days so we can get some fire. But prayers to Jalen. Please come back. Please come back. Knowing Jalen, I'm willing to put money that my boy will be back sooner than what they're saying. That man's a fighter. He's a warrior. I don't think it's going to be a whole 2 weeks.
I mean,
hopefully.
I don't mind being 2 weeks. If he comes back, like I think Nikki, we said this earlier, like as long as it's not forced, I don't mind him coming back earlier. I mean, as of right now, we're in the playoffs. Obviously, from today, who knows what's gonna happen in a few weeks? But if in a few weeks, in 2 weeks, we still in the playoff run, like, all right, let him sit out. Like, it's fine. I need that man in the playoffs for sure. That's one thing.
Amen.
Yeah. I need him for sure in the playoffs.
It's frustrating from the fact that we've yet to see this entire team fully healthy. We've yet to see a stretch period or a sample size of this team fully healthy from the beginning of the season. Karla's favorite player, Mitchell Robinson, he just came back over the past week. And as soon as we get him back, Jalen Brunson goes out. When you look at the injury from Jalen Brunson, I'm not a doctor, right? I'm not somebody who's an expert in this, but it doesn't look good, especially with the way that Jalen Brunson fell. His ankle was at an 80-degree angle with all that weight coming down, landing on somebody else's foot. Best case scenario, he misses a week and a half. Worst case scenario, he misses the postseason and has to get surgery because there's a tendon that popped out of place.
Hopefully not. Let's go with the best, please.
Seriously,
Because when you look at Mitchell Robinson injury last season, not the injury that he sustained from Joel Embiid when he pulled down his leg or whatever like that. When he twisted his ankle, he was the worst case scenario. Had to get surgery and came back during the season, towards the end of the season. So that's the worst case scenario for Jalen Brunson.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that bad. I feel like we've seen him twist that ankle a lot.
Right.
I don't know if it's the same.
I was just gonna say,
year.
Didn't he have something like an injury like that last year or the year before? I don't know. Like I felt like
I don't think it was a twisted ankle, right? And especially not something for him to miss that type of time. But yeah, it's yeah. And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. Shout out to Jacob Petruzzi in the chat. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to be super realistic as a Knicks fan. And I would love the best case scenario. He just misses a week and a half. We're towards the end of the season, right? This would be a different convo if it happened in January, but we're getting ready for the postseason. Postseason is right around the corner.
Right.
Definitely.
Exactly. I think that's the scary part, where it's just like, yo, please not now. We've gotten this far, and it's like, please not now. Don't everybody start falling down. Like, no, not right now.
Yeah, I have
Do
a
we
video
really
that
only have a month?
Just about.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I remember just the other day I was looking. I'm like, damn. Let me see what next games I could go to, and I was like, whoa. There's not even that many games left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
seriously.
double check right now on ESPN. But when you look at the games, I hate all these random ass pop ups. When you look at when you look at the Knicks schedule, the Knicks are 40-23. So that means they've played 63 games, and there's 82 games in a season. So that means there's 19 games left to go
Yeah.
for the regular season, and that's what is worrisome with the Brunson injury, right? Like I said, if this happened in January, we'll have a different conversation. But with 19 games left to go in March, when April's around the corner, it's not a good look.
Especially with OG. Because OG, the last two games, something, I don't know if a light bulb went off or if something clicked, but the man is playing the way we wanted him to play all year. The way
You
he
talking
Yes.
just
about
turned
untucked
on this,
OG without
yeah,
the
the
jersey tucked
untucked
in his
jersey.
pants?
Yes.
Seriously.
It's like he just turned it on. Even the last game, he still looked it good. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the game, but I saw the highlights and I was just like, okay. OG been balling out there. And it's just like, damn. I mean, I'm glad I'm not gonna be beggars can't be choosers. Like, I'm glad he's showing up now. But it was just like,
hmm
damn. Could I
Yeah.
been showing up in the beginning? Just so right now we would be a little like breeding room, I guess. I'm assuming we could have had some breeding room.
Yeah,
but
I
who
had a
knows?
video that I posted on Instagram with this creator. He took a deep dive into the Jalen Brunson injury. I'm gonna play it right now. I just want to shout out the chat before we continue. Just Knicks is in the building. Shout out to Just
Hey,
Knicks. Hope all is well. My guy Bones is in the building. Bonesy, how
Yay!
you doing? Much love to Bones, who says much love and respect to the panel. Y'all already know. Nostalgic Nick is in the building. Shout out to
hey.
Nostalgic Nick. And our friend on Dios NYK, always in the building, top moderator for the moderators. Daniel Bori Sports Highlight is in the building as well. And I got this video right here. Let me cue it up. I'm gonna play it real quick. I'm gonna make sure the sound is on, and we're just gonna listen for a few and we'll come right back.
Knicks guard Jalen Brunson went down with a significant ankle inversion injury last night in overtime and didn't return. Let's break this down. We saw Brunson go up for a layup, and watch that right leg on the way down. It gets caught on the defender's foot. If you draw a line that is perpendicular from the hardwood coming down from his tibia and measure the degree of inversion, the concerning thing is that the ankle rotates probably more than 80 degrees. You can imagine all 200 pounds of Brunson coming down on that inverted ankle is going to damage some structures. After the injury, we saw one of the trainers performing a quick test on the ankle, and you see Brunson quickly grimacing in pain. Two common tests we would perform in this setting is the Talar tilt test, which tests the integrity of the low ankle and deltoid ligaments, and a syndesmosis squeeze test to test the integrity.
First of all, I don't mean to joke or anything like that, but do you see how disgusting that big toe looks? I hate pointing it out, but why is it discolored? All right, I'm sorry about that. I'll play the video.
Integrity of the high ankle sprain structures. These tests are considered positive if the athlete feels pain, and the degree of instability can help with grading the injury. In Brunson's case, his ankle inverts far beyond the average inversion injury. First thing you do in the locker room is an x-ray of the area to make sure that there is no fracture, especially of that fibular bone, which is less likely in this case because most athletes cannot bear weight or walk on that if it is broken, and usually it's reported right after the game because every facility has an x-ray. It would be common to obtain an MRI to determine severity. The majority of inversion injuries are typically found to be low ankle sprains. A grade 1 typically causes a player to miss a week. Grade 2, which is a little bit more severe, can lead to about a month out. And a grade 3, which is a severe low ankle, can cause a multi-month absence. And with these, we'll also assess for peroneal tendon involvement. Sometimes with severe injury, the tendon can rip out of place and even dislocate, which requires surgery. Hopefully this is a simple low ankle, and I'm sure we'll get more information on that today. Wishing Brunson a safe and speedy recovery. New York Knicks guard Jalen Brunson went down.
Those are the different, again, and also make sure you guys follow that creator. Yeah, it definitely looks like it hurts, but those are the different scenarios. He did it worst case, a good case, middle case, and then worst case scenario. So when it comes to Jalen Brunson, I wish Jalen Brunson comes back, and I wish him a speedy recovery.
Seriously, because
I would love to have that man in his space.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I was
Because
trying to
everybody
reach out.
thinks it's over.
Yeah, no, I was trying to reach out to this one doctor that I know, Dr. Jesse Moore, but he covers more of the MLB than he does of the NBA. So he really didn't have a lot of information on Jalen Brunson. But when it comes to that type of injury, it's just that's something that you sit back and you pray, you get all the sazon, throw it over their shoulders. You pray for a best case scenario, because now we just have to wait for the MRI. And the thing to know about getting an MRI, he has to wait for the swelling to come down in his ankle in order to get a proper MRI or a proper deep tissue exam. If that ankle is still swollen, you won't be able to get the proper read that you need when it comes to the MRI results. If you get what I'm saying.
That's insane. I never knew that.
Right. I never knew that either.
Yeah.
We
Reading
learn.
Rainbow, the more you know, right?
I know, right? That's insane, though. But let's see. The man's a fighter. And he
Right.
played injured versus Indiana. I'm convinced his hand was hurt the whole time. So if he got off the court and he couldn't come back, it's not like he chose that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And like he pointed out, there's no fracture, because if there was a fracture, he wouldn't be able to walk off the court with his on his own weight, if you get what I'm saying. He wouldn't be able to walk off the court.
No, and I believe that too. Like, I mean, it's your whole body weight going on. So I'm pretty sure if it really, really hurt him, no way he would have been walking. Like, I don't even think like, as a man, how strong of a man you think you are, that you're going to be like, yo, I'm going to suck it. Nah. Yo.
Even the momentum, because he was moving when it happened.
Right. Like, getting injured, like, the way the person explained it, like, it's just, yo, you didn't see me watching the video. I'm there, like, making faces, because I'm like, nah, that looks crazy. Like, I would cry. Like, I was just like, yo, just let me die here. That's it.
No, I'm the same way. I start crying if I get a paper cut. So I could just imagine the pain that Jalen Brunson was going through when he landed his ankle like that. And Ian Begley just put it out as well. Everything when it comes to Jalen Brunson's ankle injuries so far has shown a diagnosis that is much better than was initially filled by the New York Knicks people. X-rays on the All-Star came back negative, so there is no broken bone. That's a good thing.
Amen.
Specific sprain grade is unknown, but there's a feeling that a diagnosis is significantly better than initially feared last night. So it looked a lot worse than what it actually is. So far, that's a good sign. That's a good sign right there when it comes to Jalen Brunson and his injury.
Well,
that's awesome.
Right. Like I said, I hope it's not as serious as they say that it is. Like, it's not that serious. All right. So let him heal up for 2 weeks, and if he's ready to come back, he comes back.
Yeah.
At least it's better than the other injuries.
Right.
Definitely. Now, I was gonna say, because algo pasó, something happened over the past week with somebody by the name of Draymond Green, right? And all three of us were Boricuas. We love bonchinche and stuff like that.
Amen.
So when it comes to Draymond Green, I'll let you ladies go first. Speak your piece. I'll go find the video so we can play the sound clip after you guys go. But whoever wants to go first, you're more than welcome. I got the gunshots ready to go. So when you guys are cooking him, we got the gunshots ready to go. So whoever wants to go, you could go first.
I'll go first. I know my camera, I don't know what's going on here. It keeps freezing up. And he's a pendejo and a half. I know me and Carla are trying to give up cursing for Lent, but God forgive me. I gotta let it off here. He's a jackass.
No.
This man has too much time on his hands. I think he knows the power of getting the Knick fan mad, because I understand you want to promote your show or whatever, but the fact that now his name is splattered everywhere because of what he said, I hope Cat is man enough to press him. At the end of the day, the fans are looking out for you. They're defending you because you're one of ours. Make us look like we're worth talking our shit. So hopefully when we play them, he goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too, because that was some lame ass thing about Green. Like, and then even after he found out what it was, he's just still like, oh, pretty much saying, well, I said what I said. Like, what? Like, I don't care what you gotta promote. It's just about like decency. Like, it's, come on, like, you're over here acting like if they told you, oh no, he was just sick. And you're saying that no, like somebody close to him, his girl passed away, and you still gonna act like, oh nah, he was just scared. Like what? I don't know. It was just crazy. But are we surprised? Is Draymond? Like I feel like that's something. I don't think it's how low he went, but I feel like it is expected of him though. So it's like
it sucks because I low key am a Draymond Green fan, because of his story and how he got to the NBA. Right, I always root for the underdog. Right, Draymond Green is an undersized defender, somebody who had to work and bust his ass in order to get to where he's at in the NBA. I just feel that when you start engaging in the TMZ type of reporting or the TMZ analysis of the game, then you've lost the core. Right. Draymond Green understands the internet. Draymond Green understands social media. So what he's doing, he's getting clicks and he's getting engagement for his podcast. If we were at the same place Draymond Green is, guarantee you we may do the same shit in order to get views, in order to get engagement. It's just a part of the industry. It's just the nature of the game. Like I said before, it's rage farming, it's farm clipping. But when it comes to Draymond Green, it was the double down. Like Nostalgic Nick just put in the chat, it was the double down. After finding out that Karl Anthony Towns actually was attending a funeral from somebody who passed away from cancer, you should have had some type of grace and apologize. He didn't. He doubled down, and I just think it's just a bad reflection of his character.
It is. I agree. It is, and it sucks because he's actually a good player. I do like him.
Yeah.
Like, he actually is a good player, but it's like over the years, like, yo, you let everything else get to you and to your head. Like, you really think you're somebody. It's like, bro, chill out. Like,
basically, shut the fuck up. Yeah. I don't mean to say it like that. Basically.
What do you want to be? You want to be a player, an NBA player, or podcast? Like, be for real. Like,
he wants to be the villain, is what it is. He wants to be the Disney villain who's not scared of anybody, who thinks he can punk just because you punched Poole doesn't mean you can fight the whole league. He really got like that short man complex.
Poole, but who is Poole? Yeah. Like, no disrespect to Poole, but at the time, it's like, who is Poole though? Be for real.
Yeah, but it was also he couldn't take a joke, right? Like that's my thing. If you're gonna joke with me, you better be ready to take a joke back, because I'm gonna cut your ass. And if you want to fight, we can fight or whatever, right? But understand that if you intimidate me or if you try to punk me, I'm going to do the same thing back to you. You better understand that, and you better be ready for it. And when it came to Jordan Poole, he was bothering and antagonizing Jordan Poole all throughout practice for like the whole week leading up to it. And Jordan Poole stood on business, gave him the shit back, and he sucker punched him. And I think that's very corny. Now, when it comes to the words with Karl Anthony Towns, I'm gonna play it right here. It's like 30 seconds of nonsense. I'm gonna play it. I know a lot of us have heard it so far, but I'm gonna just play it again.
Ain't play because Jimmy came into town, and him and Jimmy had the infamous practice in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
And so
what?
That's the thing. I don't know.
That's a conspiracy theory says he was hurt.
I don't know what was hurt.
I
didn't look that deep into it to figure out like what his injury was or nothing like that, bro.
Shit like that be happening, bro. That's the history of the league. Yeah. Shit like that be happening.
And honestly, I expect more from Baron Davis. Baron Davis normally is on the right side of these type of conversations, and it just sucks that Baron Davis was on the opposite side.
Seriously, I think it was just crazy. It was just crazy the fact that really.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's no other words, kind of speechless, because it's like, damn, like, okay, I get it. Let the players have, some beef talk or whatever, but to go that low, like I said, I think it's expected of him, but it's just like how low he went. That's all. And that's what it is, at least for me. It's just like, damn, bro. Like, nah, that's it. I keep liking you less and less. And it sucks because as a player, again, like I said, he's really good. Like, I do like him. So that sucks. That's just like,
yeah.
Yo, I don't even want to be talk good about you
But when you talk about the NBA, especially the NBA over the past 25 years, the Golden State Warriors are a part of that conversation, and Draymond Green is a part of that conversation. Whether you hate him, whether you like him, whether you cannot stand him, Draymond Green is a part of that conversation. He was a part of that, and he still is a part of the Golden State Warriors, right? Nobody could ever take that away from Draymond Green. It just sucks that egos get in the way of greatness, right? Draymond Green, fantastic NBA career. I just think that his ego is on a whole nother plane. Rightfully so. He has every right.
He's letting everything else get to him, like filling his head up.
Exactly. And he has every right to have that type of ego where he is when it comes to championship, where he is when it comes to status and stuff.
Right.
I just think there's a certain line that you do not cross, and some people fail to see that imaginary line that's there.
Right. And that was definitely him.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to, with the Karl Anthony Towns comments, I don't listen. When it comes to Cat, he's a Knick. I'm going to defend him. If it's for a personal reason, it's a personal reason. I don't think anybody would use a death as an excuse not to play in the NBA game.
Right, exactly. And unless it wasn't somebody at all that close to you, maybe. But I don't know.
Right.
But it's just
why
would they say that though?
But family is important, right? When Karl Anthony Towns, when he lost his mother during the pandemic, C-19 and stuff like that, Jordan Woods was there for him. Jordan Woods and her entire family was there for Karl Anthony Towns at that moment. It wasn't just his mom. It was his mom, his grandmother, other family members, some uncles or aunts, something like that. He lost so many people during the pandemic, and Jordan Woods and her family was there for him. And what happened in return? Jordan Woods and her family, they lost somebody, and Karl Anthony Towns was there to be supportive of and to be supportive. I don't care if it's in the middle of the season. I don't care if it's the playoff. Sometimes real life situations happen. I know Nikki was having some issues with the computer.
But it's true. It's just like how Josh Hart said in the comment yesterday. They're just human, and it's still a job. Just like any of us that goes to work, we get PTO, we're able, because nobody's expecting us to be at 100%. Like however many years you're gonna be in a job, nobody's expecting 100% that you can't call out. Things happen. They're allowed to call out. Pretty much like that. Miss a game. That's them calling out. Like, hey, I have something personal happening.
Word. And you guys see those videos of those old people that work 50-something years working at Walmart without taking a day off. They don't care about you. You get a fucking email saying congratulations, I'm gonna take my PTO.
Right, exactly.
But switching gears, something that you brought up, because the Knicks did sign somebody, right? Before the madness that's going on, PJ Tucker. And if this was 3 seasons ago or 2 seasons ago, I would have been more excited than I am right now. But when it comes to PJ Tucker, it's a 10-day deal. When it comes to PJ, he does bring toughness. He does bring intimidation. And if you need somebody over the next 10 days to catch a fine or get suspended because you face Draymond Green again, PJ Tucker is the perfect guy to punch someone in the mouth.
Right. I love the idea because I feel like it brings back hopefully the Knicks could be some bullies, a little bit, who needs it? Because I feel like that's what's missing this year on this team. Because going back from our last video that we did, that's what we was talking about, how last year team, it was exciting. We had that gritty on us and everything. And it was just that's why we was enjoying the season so much, and how the vibes are different. Unlike this year we're kind of okay, Knicks on. And even when if we are winning and we're doing, it's but are we really still that excited? Unlike now, it's listen, if something happens and PJ goes up and does and we're actually talking about, I guarantee you all our vibes, how we are with the team, gonna change. We're probably gonna be that's the New York. Da, da, da. Guarantee you.
But the thing is, Karla, is that the vibes with the Knicks. This is something we talked about on the last show. Shout out to D Block in the chat. Appreciate you, D Block, for tuning in, guys. If we got over 120 people watching us collectively. Whether if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, click the link in the bio. Jump on over to YouTube and join us over here. On the last episode we had, right? The one thing that I said that people aren't talking about this year. And it's something that we heard the fans speak, and even the news media talk about for countless of times, is that the Knicks aren't playing with house money. The Knicks are not playing with house money. People are expecting the Knicks to be one of the top 3 teams that are in the Knicks. And I think the Knicks, they suffer from their success that they had prior seasons, right? They suffer from that success. Jay Boogie's in the building. Jay Boogie, I'm going to throw the link in the chat, Jay Boogie, if you want to come up. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's to the God, Jay Boogie. That's the issue, what's going on with the Knicks right now, right? They're not playing with house money. Teams are expecting them to be one of those top 3 teams. And when you look at the team right now, on paper, before the Jalen Brunson injury, they were a lock to get to 50 wins. Right now, with the Jalen Brunson injury, depending on what it is, I'm not sure if we could get to 50 wins. And I'm just being honest, with 19 games left to go in the season.
You don't think so? I mean, I don't know. Wishful thinking.
We have 42. We have 42. I'm being dramatic right now. We're at 40, right?
Like
I'm being dramatic.
Honestly speaking, I feel like I still have some hope in this team. I'm gonna be supporting my team, backing up.
We got 19 games left. 19 games left at 40. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like if anything, okay, if we don't hit 50, we could get close to 50. I strongly believe that. I don't feel like it's gonna be 45 and that's it. Like, no, I think we'll get a lot closer.
Yeah, Nikki. Yeah. Nikki.
Hey, I'm sorry, technical difficulties. So I'm talking to you on my phone. I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. We were just talking about the new signing that the Knicks got, PJ Tucker. I got Jay Boogie backstage. I'm gonna bring up Jay Boogie in 2.3 seconds. I just want to give the floor to Nikki real quick so she can give us her take when it comes to PJ Tucker and whatever's on her mind. Go ahead, Nikki.
I'm excited for him. It's a veteran. It's someone with some muscle. Hopefully he'll bring something out in us the way Campaign does. Campaign's the happy-go-lucky, rah-rah guy. Hopefully he'll give us that serious mentality that we need to get things done. But I'm looking forward to seeing how Tibbs uses him and how many minutes he's going to get. If there's certain matchups he will be used for and certain matchups he'll go somewhere else. But the fact that Hector isn't here, hopefully they actually use him rather than just letting him get dust on the bench.
Yeah. And one signing that I was super excited about, I'm not sure about you guys, he's not playoff eligible. I was just hyped when the Knicks signed him, when they signed Marjon Beauchamp. And there's one reason why, because him and I, we shared the same last name. Growing up, you guys don't know, like when I played NBA 2K, I hated the fact that my last name was never in the fucking video game. I always had to settle for some generic ass last name like Champ or whatever. So when Marjon Beauchamp, when he made it to the NBA, I finally got my last name in a video game. So I put a video out. I put it out on TikTok. He actually liked the video and he commented. So shout out to Marjon Beauchamp. He's super dope. I'm going to try to make it out to the Westchester Knicks just so I can see him play and I can get that jersey. But I'm going to bring up the God, Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, let me get a thumbs up. Let me know you're ready to rock out.
Jay Boogie.
I'm going to bring up Jay Boogie right now. Here he is. Boom, boom, boom. Jay Boogie, salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's, bug. What up, Unc?
Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's, bless, health, happiness, everybody on this beautiful day of life. Not just a Saturday, it's another day of life. Hope everybody's in the greatest form of health. Anybody going through anything, we don't pray that you go through it. We pray that you get through it. Shout out to the chat, please. Immediately hit that like button. Please smack it. Do whatever you gotta do, man. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm getting ready to pull over 1 second. Let's look for somewhere I can pull over real quick. But I just calling for a brief moment, you know what I'm saying? Because just to let y'all know, it was early on in the season when PJ had picked us and Miami and somebody else that he wanted to play with.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know for a fact that he eliminated Miami like 2 months ago when they was going through what they wanted to go through, what they was going through. And the Knicks was definitely on his radar. He really, really wanted to play with the Knicks. I'm just letting y'all know that. When somebody has a hunger for somebody, be with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and they get that wish, that's a God's gift and a God's blessing. I do know for a fact that PJ is in shape. He's going to bring that Warriors mentality, you know what I'm saying, for this 10 days to see if he can make this roster. There's no reason for PJ not to make this roster going on for the rest of the season. And if he makes the roster, which I pray that he do, I know what type of guy he is personally, and I know what he's going to bring to the table. He's going to bring that nonstop hustle energy, that hard work, that dedication, that effort towards the floor when his name is called. And more importantly, when he's not in the game and he's on the bench and he sees what guys is doing, when they come to the sideline doing a timeout of somebody, he's the type guy that can let them know what he's seeing, what they're not doing to make it easier for their play. And he's also going to be able to point you out. When you're not playing up to your level, up to your capabilities, PJ is going to point you out. And I hope guys are man enough to understand that when he do point you out, it's not to be picking on you, it's to let you know that your game is better than what you are performing on that floor. So with PJ coming upon this team, it's a celebration in North Carolina. I'm flying back to the crib so I can, you know what I'm saying, get myself together. We are partying down here in Raleigh, North Carolina in celebration of PJ. He does a lot of things for the community, for the kids, for the fan base. When they go into school, he holds a book bag opening for and gives out book bags for the whole entire of anybody in North Carolina. So he really loves and appreciate giving back. But I do know for a fact that PJ wanted to be with the New York Knicks. And I heard you say, I wish it was 2-3 years later. Before, I wish we could have got him. But he's still capable to bring a lot of things to the table where we are lacking. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all live and y'all the first ones that's getting that from a PJ friend. I am a friend of his, him and his family, that PJ wants to be here with the New York Knicks. He chose us several months ago. When Miami fell off, he wanted to be a New York Knick, and it took some time for us to get here, but it's finally here. And I hope and pray that everything works out for the New York Knicks first, and PJ and his family, and of course, Jay Boogie yourself. And you know I will be doing a new anthem, especially amongst with that guy in here. You know what I'm saying? But God bless everybody.
Facts. Jay Boogie, I gotta drop the clue bomb for Jay Boogie on that one. Yo, ladies, I just gotta let you guys know, when I was down there at the Yankees spring training, right? I'm on the field. It was the day that it was announced Aaron Boone got his contract extension, right? Jay Boogie called me, and on my phone, I'm on speakerphone because I have my headphones in. So Jay Boogie called me, and the first thing he said was, "I can't believe the Yankees gave this man an extension." I'm like, "Yo, he's right next to me, Jay. What are you doing?" But Jay Boogie, just know I appreciate you. I love you always, Uncle. Thank you for coming up, giving us that inside take. You having that relationship with PJ Tucker, it does mean a lot. Your voice is needed and is wanted in this Knicks space. So I always got to give you flowers when it comes to that. But no, that insight with PJ Tucker, we know PJ Tucker's a dog. We know PJ Tucker, he's going to bring that tough mentality no matter where he goes. PJ Tucker is another guy who had to fight for his position in the NBA, had to fight out the mud, had to go overseas before he came back and got a shot in the NBA. One thing we know about PJ Tucker, he's lethal from that corner three. He's lethal when it comes to that defense. Even if he's a step slower, he's still better defensively than 80% of the guys that are out there on the NBA floor. So I'm just excited to see what PJ Tucker is going to bring with the Tom Thibodeau team that he has. And if there's a player that fits the Tom Thibodeau mold, it's definitely PJ Tucker.
Yeah, one more thing, and I'm gonna get out y'all way, you know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all got a show to run.
All good.
PJ is probably going down in history as the number one non-stack guy that ever played this league, ever. Things that he does do not show up on the stat lines. They don't show you how many times you dive on the floor and stuff like that. Those stats. He's going to go down in history as those type guys. That's what he is. Blue collar, work hard guy. I don't forget the stats. I don't want that. I get mine however I'm going to get them. Whether I got to crash into the table or crash into the board, the beam that's holding the backboard, this is what I'm going to do because I'm going to be dedicated for this New York fan base. God bless you, man. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Boogie.
Yes. Blessings. Nick, I know you got minutes. You ain't called my phone yet. What's wrong with you?
putting her on
Boogie, but
blast.
Nikki, Boogie trying to get you on the remix for his track of the future, Nikki.
Yo,
Is that all right?
that's what it
I
is.
can't sing. I'll rap, but I can't sing.
Yo, there you go, girl.
We can figure out something, man. But God bless you all. Have a great weekend.
Bug, you be
Enjoy your
safe,
rest of
Unc.
the weekend, man.
Boogie.
And just know he was there last week making his deal. He was at the fight. A lot of people don't know that. He was at the fight.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yep. But
That's what's up.
God bless you all.
appreciate
Have a
you.
Appreciate
good
you,
one.
Unc. Have a good one, Jay Boogie. That's the closer, Jay Boogie. Like Bone says, salute to the closer, Mr. Jay Boogie. Salute. 3 capital S's to the God. That's my guy. I love Jay Boogie. Shout out to David Smith in the chat who says, I love the PJ Tucker signing. The Knicks need leadership. Absolutely. I think it's a good signing. No matter how old PJ Tucker is, he could be 40, 45 years old. He would still be a good signing for this team, especially with the culture that he brings.
How's
Most
it? I'm
definitely.
actually excited for it. You know, especially now after what Jay Boogie said too. Like, if that is the case, I'm excited because who knows? Maybe this little change is what the Knicks needed. You know, like even maybe for Brunson when he comes back, like he's like, yo, you know what? Like, I need to have more of that like energy. You know, like I get it. He
Definitely.
wants to be like he's the face of the team, but it's just like, all right, bro. But like, come on, you gotta give something back too. You know,
Not only that, Leon's always listening. Leon's always watching. He's always listening.
right.
He's like Santa.
And yes, he knows when you sleep. He knows when you're awake.
Right, exactly.
He knows when you've been naughty or nice. No, but in Leon Rose, we trust. Leon has a
Amen.
I
process.
hope so.
He's never rushed it. He's always been smart. I know the Mikal Bridges trade. It kind of looks like a bad trade because the way that he has been struggling so far. In the absence of Jalen Brunson, we need Karl Anthony Towns and we need Mikal Bridges to step up. You pointed out, Nikki, how OG Anunoby, untucked jersey OG Anunoby has turned it on and he's balling out. That's awesome. We need Karl Anthony Towns to be that superstar we know he is capable of, and we need Mikal Bridges to be that Robin that we know that he's capable of with Karl Anthony Towns in the absence of JB.
Right,
Definitely.
feel now, especially with Cat, where it's just like, yo, my boy, like we need you to show up right now. Prove us wrong. You know how everybody used to call you that. Oh, you know you're
Softy,
Yeah,
you know.
Right. Sorry, guys, because I was trying not to curse. I wanted to curse, but I've been doing good so far. I've been going good so far. I'm only 2 curse words, right? 3 curse words.
Yeah.
Today, okay? So anyway, but it's like, yeah, like the whole whatever. You know what I'm trying to say about Cat saying that how you said, Hector, that he's soft and all that stuff. It's like, bro, right now is the time to prove everybody wrong that you know you not like you got a fight in you, you know, all that in the beginning when in the beginning of the season when you start coming out, showing out, it's like, yo, Bodega Cat, right?
Yeah, Bodega Cat.
Yeah,
right.
Bodega Cat.
Right. So it's like, yo, come on, we need that energy back now. Like right now is your time to go ahead.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I want to shout out the homie Tim. Shout out to Big Tim in the chat who says, salute my bro Heck and you 2 beautiful queens. Dope show with great content. Keep put it on for the Knick fans. Big Tim, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Salute. OG Stewart in the building said, that's my homegirl. I've been doing the cooking on YouTube and recognize the voice. Please, my girl. I think they're talking to one of you guys. Well, shout out to you, OG Stewart. Appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Shandy says Cat already proved he's not soft. He just needs to play better. Absolutely. You know, I'm gonna have a conversation with my Dominican brother Karl Anthony Towns, de lo mío personal. Karl, listen to me. If you listen to me, bro, I like my mongoose soft. I don't like my center soft. So Karl Anthony Towns, I'm gonna need you to step up and I'm gonna need you to put that magic on the court. And like Dave says, Cat's our best player and the Knicks' true MVP. And I think Karl Anthony Towns, to shut Draymond Green's ass up and to shut all the haters up, Cat needs to step up in the absence of Jalen Brunson, and he needs to ball out the way he balled out at the beginning of the season before he hurt his hand.
Exactly. I strongly agree.
My concern is Mikal being too out of it. I don't know if he's listening to the fans or the media, but he needs to center himself. Because right now it looks ugly, but all it takes is one good game in the playoffs and the fans behind you 1,000%.
Right.
All we
Yeah.
need is one good game. But even OG turned it on. I think it was in the second half of that game. That
Right.
man turned it on like it was easy. The way
Mm-hmm.
RJ used to do it in the warm-ups, RJ used to go like this. That's how OG turned it on. Mikhail, that's all you need to do. Give us one good game.
Right. And I
And
need to
Yeah.
be
we're
more
gonna be
confident.
exactly.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just I don't know if you guys see it. You guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he's still not confident. Like, there'll be times that, yo,
It's
I
that
feel he's
interview.
just throw it. Just throw the ball. Don't overthink it. Just throw it. And it's like he
Mhm.
overthinks it. And it's like, my boy, just stop. Like, it's
Well, Carla,
noticeable.
you put it in our group chat, right? When you sent that video, like,
Yes.
yo, guys, I think we need to be easier on Mikhail, like, because the way that, and you saw how depressed, how not
Mhm.
Right. But it's just
bro,
like,
you just
bro.
won.
Right. But it's just
Exactly.
like, bro, we're acting like this because of you. You know, you're the
Mhm.
one on the court. We're not.
Mhm.
It's not that we're just like, yo, we just hate you or whatever the case is. No, we're acting like this because of you. You're inconsistent. Like, if you was consistent,
Yeah.
I guarantee you we would not at all be having these conversations. It will be different, more positive, which I want to be. You know, like, I know
Yeah.
in the beginning I said, like, hey, you know, let's talk about, you know, trading him. And
Mhm.
everybody called me crazy and stuff or whatever. But it's like, all right, but look where we at. I'm still not saying
Right.
like trade him, but it's just like, boy, we having this conversation because of you. So don't be on the bipolar thing. And I get it, like, coming from a person who know maybe he is sensitive. I don't know, maybe he is.
Mhm.
Guys got feeling too. And so coming from a person who be like that, I kind of care, even though I don't know the whole world. But I kind of do care what people say about me. But it's just like, bro, you got to prove what's wrong. Right now, again, another person. There you go. Mikhail, you got to prove what's wrong right now. Like, yo, okay, the clock is out. Step up too. Come on. Show us why we should leave all that negative talk in the past. And let's, why we
Listen.
should crap about you.
Listen, as somebody that's a Virgo, I'm a very emotional creature, right? I cry because I see TikTok videos about dogs, right? So please, if you guys can, please be nice to Mikhail Bridges, por favor. Because like Sandesh just said, and September 8th, baby, all day, every day.
Ew.
Don't be hell.
Ew. Now a lot of things make a lot more sense with him. Ew.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Nikki.
What's crazy is that, like, my
Oh
boy,
my God.
my boy, get your act together. Come on, bro. Like, stop being sensitive. Right. Well, right now is not the time to be sensitive.
Oh my
Don't
God.
piss me off and make me curse. Please stop.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
It's just, no.
You know
Sandesh
what
in the
it
chat
is?
just says you have to uplift him. All the negativity at times it can change a person. No, and that all jokes aside, that's 100% a fact. Yeah.
Mhm. But you know what it is? He's not the only athlete to go through a slump. This isn't the first time this happened. If you admit you're struggling, admit like I'm trying to figure things out. Everybody's struggled. We're human. We had that clip that came out. I think it was Josh Hart talking on Cat, but it applies to Mikhail too. It's been how many games you said? Heck, 60 something games, and it's been negative on Mikhail since game one.
Yeah.
So you hear that every day, it does something to yourself. But at the same time, if you admit it, if we see glimpses of, okay, he's trying this different, he's trying that different, the fan base is going to be a little easier on you. But at the same time, this is one of the toughest fan bases, the hardest cities. You're going to have to put your tough skin on and go out there. It only takes one good game, one good play to change everything around. So if we see like you're trying something different, whatever it is, you can get out of that slump. But he's not the first or the last person to struggle.
No, right, exactly. And it's not even that either, too. It's not even about like, yo, we want you to put up like 20, whatever, plus 30 points every night. No, it's just do something while you're on the floor. Defense, offense, you don't need to sit there and make points. But if you're blocking players, locking them up and all, like, things that we know, like, okay, like, he's making a dip on the floor, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Exactly.
I get it. Like, I do feel bad, like, because yeah, we don't want our players, a team that we love, they're on our team. We don't want them to feel like, damn, like I don't want to be here anymore. Like, nah, you're on this team, like we still support you, but it's like, all right, but give us a little something, just a little,
literally,
to not so hard on you.
I think with Mikal, there was already a huge faction of the fan base that didn't like the Mikal trade because of all the draft picks. So coming into the season, like you said, from game one, there was already a big ass target on Mikal Bridges' back, right? Mikal Bridges could have went out there and looked like Kawhi Leonard when he was with the Raptors, and Knicks fans would have still found something to complain about. But to Karla's point, if you were to go out there and ball out for the rest of the season, the same lambones that been like on your ass on Twitter from the beginning of the season would be the same people that would stand up and support you if you ball out over the next 19 games, especially if Jalen Brunson is not playing. What's going to happen is whoever steps up in the absence of Jalen Brunson is going to win over the fans. That's what's going to. Whoever steps up big while Jalen Brunson is gone, that's who is going to win over the fan base and be the new darling in their eyes.
New Dante.
There you go. The new Dante. Perfect, Nikki.
Right, exactly. But I 100% agree, and it's just like, here's a moment for these players to go ahead and show up. And then, honestly speaking, I wouldn't even put it as it has to be just one player showing up. Listen, if 2 players shows up, we're gonna be talking about those 2 players. If it's Pat and whatchamacallit, Bridges, we're gonna be sitting talking about these 2 players right now. Like, they showed up. Like, what? Or if it's 3, listen. Right now, it's just for me at least. It is. I need somebody to show up. The captain's not here. So now what? Like, I know this is not gonna be another team where it's just, oh, well, if Brunson's not here, like, who are we? What do we do? No, it should not be that way at all. One person goes down just the same way as anybody else goes down.
Like last year.
Right. Like, y'all know what to do. Like, don't, like, I don't want that to happen. And I feel like that's happening. Well, then again, I don't know if it's yesterday games. I mean, look, it was back-to-back games, whatever. Let's give them that, So that's what it was. So it was different. They were off, fine, whatever. Next game, if it looks the same as last night's game, nah. Like, I feel like this team is dependent on Brunson, and it shouldn't be like that. I get that's the captain, but it's just like, look, he's out. What happened? Worst case scenario. What if, like, they really say, like, that's it, he's out for the season? Then what? Like, they're just gonna be like, all right, that's it. Like, we're done.
Last year when we lost Julius Randle, at least we still had Jalen Brunson, right? So when you look at this team right now and trying to use the logic of comparing it to last year's team, that when Juju got injured, right now, right, with Jalen Brunson out, who is a better player to have as a replacement for Jalen Brunson? Karl Anthony Towns or Julius Randle? It's to me, it's Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony, not having Jalen Brunson, but you have Karl Anthony Towns is a better replacement than it would be like last year if Jalen Brunson got injured and we had Julius Randle leading us trying to make it into the second round of the postseason.
Yeah.
If you kind of understand the logic of the idiocy that I just said.
No, it makes sense. It's not idiocy. If you were to look at it, if you were to compare apples to oranges and just the fan base alone, it would have been over then if we had Julius.
Like, I still think this team right now without Jalen Brunson is better than the team last year that lost Julius Randle but still had Jalen Brunson, because at least this team, we have OG Anunoby healthy, not injured in and out of the lineup. We have Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges may not be the knockdown 3-point shooter like Dante, but Mikal Bridges is still a hell of a lot better when it comes to the defensive side of the basketball. And we still have Karl Anthony Towns, who can still be a valid number 1 option over Julius Randle, who is not a true number 1 option.
That's right. I agree 1,000%. Definitely. You got Cat here for the offense, and I kept saying this before. Mikal, if he gives me 10, 12 points, I'll be happy. I need Mikal more so on the defensive end because OG can give me. I think the game we lost, or it wasn't the game we lost, he had 29. OG had 29 in the game that we ended up losing. So the man is clicking. So if we can get someone to at least give us something, even Deuce. In the last game, I think he was a little off, but I can't
he
blame him.
struggled
You
with his
just
shot.
you threw him in the line of the fire versus the Lakers after this. So I can't blame him. He got to be more confident too, though.
Yeah,
He's another one.
He does.
Yeah.
He definitely does.
He is trying to. I mean, I feel like since we've got him over the years, he has been. I mean, obviously, this is the first time. Like, I would say of the first time where I guess you could say Trib is trusting him, and he's like, "Yo, let me play him a lot more." So it's like I get it, especially against these teams where it's just like I get it. Maybe he could be nervous about stuff. So I'll put it that, but at least he's trying. At least he's just not there like, yo, like if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. If I can't, you got me. Like he's just not like so much like, damn, yo, that's it. I don't got it. Like I'm scared. Forget it.
Yeah.
There was this clip from Perk, right? And I want to play the entire clip from Perk so we don't lose any of the context that he said. But I just want to play it real quick and then we come back to it.
It's definitely the end of the world for this season for the New York Knicks. Their hopes or belief of actually trying to compete for a title, that door is closed.
Because of the injury?
Yes, because of the injury and because
Isn't he coming back?
Because of the timing. And when he do come back, guess what? Do you think they have belief in that locker room right now? Do you?
No, without him, no. But is he not coming back?
With him, do you think they have
Yes.
belief? Why? What makes you believe that they have belief?
No, that they have belief. First of all, they believe in each other. They certainly believe in him.
Well, like I told you, in the month of February, they didn't have one signature win.
Right. And I look at Karl Anthony Towns when it comes to that because he's got to play big against the bigger teams.
Yeah, but he can't pass the ball to his.
I understand. Now we're talking about that.
A duo.
Now we're talking about that.
And listen, I'm a huge Jalen Brunson fan. I'm a huge supporter of the New York Knicks. I love Tom Thibodeau, but I'm keeping it real. The Bucks are trending upwards. The Pistons, they're trending. The Cavs and Celtics are cooking.
The New York Knicks team that I saw last night before Jalen Brunson got hurt can beat Mo.
He's not that far off. He's not that far off.
Right. But at the same time, it's like, but
Stephen A was right.
My thing is just like, why are we saying this right now though? The season's still not over. Like, can we wait? I don't know. I just feel like let's wait a little closer.
You know what it is that's why and this is the thing that kills me. This is how you know Stephen A is a real Knicks fan and Perkins isn't. Did you see the way that conversation went? If Jalen didn't go out, the Laker game was ours, period.
Yeah,
the Laker game was ours. The way we were playing that game is no contest. It's no contest. So if you look at Kendrick Perkins, okay, you got your picks is looking bad. Every time the Knicks are on national media, they lose whenever we're on TV. So you look a little crazy, always going Knicks, 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 and we're losing. Stephen A. Smith is the known life Knicks fan, so he's going to feel comfortable because you've been taking the heat this whole time anyways. Kendrick is just, when your ass is to the fire, you either stay or you run. You just proved to us, okay, go with your Celtics. We already know where you stand. And it is what I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's way too early. Knowing the way Jalen is, it's way too early. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Right. Anything, it's 19 games. Tatum can get hurt tomorrow. Or tonight, the Lakers are playing. They can get hurt tomorrow. We don't know where we're going to be the first game of round one. And everybody else. So he can say what he wants. I just think the Knicks fans need to take note the way they took note of Spike Lee taking those pictures and everything. Look at Kendrick Perkins. He ain't a real one like you think he is. Unfortunately, Stephen A., I got to side with him.
I ain't gonna lie. You changed my opinion in 90 seconds, Nikki. I swear to God. You know what? Because I'm not on Perkins's train anymore, right? No, but I think to be fair to Perk, that video came out before we got the Ian Begley tweet that I read off earlier about how everybody thinks they lucked out and it's not as bad when it comes to his injury. So I want to give Perk and be fair to him with that. It was last night because when I saw the injury, when it happened, I was at my girlfriend's birthday party, right? So I was drinking some tequila. I was tipsy. I was loose when I got the notification that Jalen Brunson was out and he twisted his ankle. But when it comes to JB, I just hope that he's able to just come back and don't rush it. Because if you rush it, it's going to be a lot worse.
Right. And that's my thing too. Like I'm saying, like I don't want him to I don't want us to rush him to come back. Yo, he needs to be out for 2 weeks. Yo, be out for 2 weeks. You know, like if we're definitely in a playoff, I need this man in a playoff. Like, I don't want to sit here and rush anything at all. Like, I don't want to sit here like, oh, just because we're doing bad, like, yo, let's bring him back. Like, as much as, I want that because it's like, damn, maybe we do need Brunson to finish off the season strong and be in a playoff. Because I, for damn sure, don't want us to be in no, what is it called, the play-ins or whatever?
Yeah.
They're playing,
That, like, yo, we do all that. I don't even see us coming out the first round. Not for nothing. Like,
I think we've done enough to avoid the play-in. Even if they go 500 down the stretch with 19 games to go, we definitely are a top 5, if not a top 16.
At all costs. Like, I don't want to do that at all. Nah, because
I'm right there.
Again, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared for this team. And honestly speaking, I don't know. I don't see us going that far. To be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I just got to say, one. Nikki, is that a Bacher t-shirt that you're wearing?
Yes.
Shout out my guy Steven Bacher. Bacher's back page. He does amazing with the t-shirts and the designs. Him and my good friend Tom Sanford are doing amazing work. Make sure you guys follow Bacher pack page. Karla, I see you got the Jalen Brunson. Whose shirt is that?
This is Nick's Homer. Nick's
Homer.
Send it to me. You guys go follow Nick's Homer over at Twitter. Damn, what's his page again?
Guardian Angels, I think.
Yes, the Guardian Angels. I believe it's guardianangels.com. Go check out his stuff. Love his stuff too. But go definitely give him a follow on Twitter.
Yes, definitely. Go follow Nick's Homer. Make sure you guys go follow Bacher back page. They do amazing work. Shout out the ladies, the Nick Omni fan ladies. I love them so much. Jen and Jazz, they are amazing. I do a lot of work with them. I love them so much. All the different Nick content creators that are out there, everybody that's on Nick's Twitter, make sure you guys are all following everybody. I know Nick's Twitter sometimes and the Nick's fan base could drive us all crazy, but at the end of the day, we all love each other because we're all Nick fans. I want to throw it to you ladies. Any last topic that you have off the top of your head that you want to discuss before we say our goodbyes?
Okay, let's real quick. How we feel about Mitch so far?
I wasn't gonna bring it up. That's crazy that you brought up Mitch, Karla.
I was waiting. I'm like, all right, so nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room. I guess I'm gonna have to do it. So let's bring up this question.
Oh my God! No, I'm not gonna lie. Mitch in the Miami game, I was real quick to say take Cat out, put Mitch in. That lineup was 2 90s Nick ball for Cat. We needed Mitch to get that win. So I'm happy with what I'm seeing right now. It's still a little early. Just talking about Nick's Twitter, they were complaining. I think it was Billy's Space. Hi, Billy. They were complaining in Billy's Space about the minute restriction. He's been back for a week. How long are we going to keep the minutes restriction? To be dead ass, keep it until the playoffs. I want that man in bubble wrap until game 1 of round 1. If we keep it the whole way, now that we got PJ Tucker, I'm happy. Leave him on the minute restriction until we need to take him out. That, what is it called? Break in case of an emergency?
Break in case of emergency, yeah.
I
love that.
That's it.
But that's exactly how I feel too. It's just like, all right, whatever. So far, I am happy, I guess, or whatever. I enjoy seeing both Kat and Mitch together on the floor. It was just like, yo, I was like half asleep watching that game, but I was like, wow, look at these two guys. All right. I guess I do, like Mitch right now, whatever. But I am with Nikki too. It's like, listen, it's so too early to really say like, yo, yeah, like good. I'm happy as hell. Also, minutes to listen. I don't care, my boy. Sit as much as you need to. We definitely need you in the playoff. I want our full team ready for the playoffs. So right now, listen. As long as we again going back, yo, as long as we know we're going to the playoff, why are we gonna stress games that we don't really need to stress? You know, like yes, let's still get the wins, but we know we don't need to win this game. Yo, listen, leave Mitch alone. Leave him alone. Because I'm gonna be tired if he gets injured. I'm gonna be tired and be like, yo, so we did all this for what? Like
Seriously.
Yo, I kid you not. Anytime I'm watching the Knicks game and I see Mitchell Robinson in the game, Karla, I swear to God, you're the first person that I think of. You are really you are the first person that I think of whenever I see Mitchell Robinson on that court. And this is what gets me so frustrated with Mitch. I love you, Mitch. I love you. But it's like when you're not there, it's easy to have a conversation of, yeah, we could trade Mitch and see what we could get or whatever. But when Mitchell Robinson is on the court and you see that defense and you see what could be, it gets you so frustrated because it's like, Mitch, why can't you just be healthy and do this for us on the regular? You will shut so many Knicks fans up if we can see this consistently from you on a day in or a day night basis. I'm with you, Nikki. You got to put that man in a bubble wrap, but you got to make him Bubble Boy. Barker's back page. They need to do a new T-shirt, Mitchell Robinson as Bubble Boy, because you need to have him ready for the postseason. As much as we want him to get rid of the minute restriction, we want him out there on the court, Mitchell Robinson is more important for the New York Knicks in the postseason than he is in the regular season right now. And please, 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 I don't know if it's the water, I don't know if it's the food. Can I not have any more injuries when it comes to my New York sports teams? I had Jalen Brunson get injured on Thursday. I had Garrett Cole from the New York Yankees, Karla's favorite team. I had Garrett Cole get injured, and he has to go for an MRI. He may be done for the rest of the season. I'm done with the injuries.
The whole
That's crazy.
He may have to get Tommy John and be done till next year. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Look how much Karla cares about the Yankees. Y'all see, right? I'm not lying.
I'm like, that's crazy. I'm not even trying to be sarcastic. Like, that's really crazy. Like, I didn't think it was that serious. I read about it briefly over there, and I was just like, oh yeah, whatever, I guess. Because we're going down too. The Mets are going. Then I'm like, nah, bro, please, like, let's not start off the season.
It's the Aaron Rodgers curse. He got that curse when he
Oh God.
I just don't need injuries right now. Like, Knicks, nah, man. Why is it so hard?
I don't need no injuries. No more injuries. Folks, we got over 200 people in the building rocking out with us. If you guys can, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are following Skills. Make sure you guys are following Nikki. Nikki, last thing before we get out of here.
Karla, are you going to sign up for Mitch's OnlyFans?
Wait,
He's
what?
doing an OnlyFans. You ain't see? He's
I know the tweet. Yo, that was like, bro.
I was like, mira este pendejo. He already knows we're all going out, and now he's gonna do that. Right.
Just be annoying. Like, bro, what? Does he really have one? Or was he like joking around?
He was joking, but then he started doing shit like on the plane and everything. So I'm like, what are you gonna give us? Because if it's behind the scenes stuff, then I'll sign up. But if it's trucks and BS, like nah, son, like no.
That's it.
If it's trucks and BS, I'm weak. I am weak.
They posting dumb stuff.
Literally.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I love the TikTok messages that we put in our group chat, but if you start sending me Mitchell Robinson OnlyFans fucking videos, I'm gonna lose my mind, Nikki. All right.
Look at these guys picking up a new truck. That's all he posts is truck and country shit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Supposed to be on this team because he don't act like he's supposed to be on this team.
Nah, my man's he's a full on country bumpkin, bro. I was watching an interview with him. My man said he got like 10 capybaras, he got alligators, he got so many different exotic animals. First of all, shout out to Mitchell Robinson, right? You know, he has the money to invest in his special interest, and his special interest is country stuff, is trucks, is animals. I'd rather that instead of some young kid. I'd rather that than Jalil Okafor getting punched in the mouth at a club outside of Philly, or Kristaps Porzingis getting punched in his mouth at a club. Not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, and the Knicks had to hide 2 of them.
Or John Morant over here.
Yo.
Allegedly.
Nah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. I don't want another level. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'll take that. I mean, you're a little weird, but whatever.
Like, go fishing. Go fishing.
Yeah.
He's a little weird, but he's our weird, right? That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's all right, I guess.
Well,
Whatever.
folks in the chat, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Sandice, appreciate you. Ant the Casual, appreciate you, my guy. Big Tim was in the building. Just Nick, salute. Bonesy, I appreciate you, Bonesy. Tim as well, I appreciate you, Tim. Top Bunk Sports, OG Stewart was in the building. David Smith as well. Nostalgic Nick. If you guys can, like always, D Block was in the building. Like always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, say something positive about yourself. I'm gonna have a conversation with my moms and let her know that Karla hates the fact that I'm a Virgo, so my mom could probably do something about that. But we love you guys. We'll be back next week. My schedule is clearing up, so I do apologize for the spottiness of the show. But again, I do apologize. We will be coming back next week. I love talking Knicks basketball with you guys, especially with the ladies' skills. And Nikki, I want to give you guys your flowers. The way that you guys not only handle what we do here on KnicksEnFuego, but when you guys are in spaces and you guys are commanding the spaces and doing your thing, you guys are amazing. This is Women History Month, so I want to give you guys your flowers. You guys are 2 dope women in sports, so I just wanted to give you your flowers. I love the shit out of both of you guys. Before we dip out, I wanted to say that live on air. You guys are amazing. You guys are the best.
Thank you. We love you back.
Yes.
Love you. All right, let's see if we can do this one if I'm messing up, all right? Just remember, we mirroring shit, okay? All right? So I'm Hector.
Skills.
See, it's confusing. Now you know why I always mess up.
Nikki. Literally one job, bro. One job.
Always mess up. See, it's the opposite.
Oh, man, but I'm Hector. This is...
Skills.
Nikki.
There you go.
This is KnicksEnFuego. We will be back next week, you fine people. And until next time, deuces. We are outies. 2000s.
Dá presente, OG Sasso.